Hey there, Internet. You're listening to AFTERBUZZ TV for Archer, Season 7, Episode 7. This one is called Double Indecency. You're going to want to stick around. We're going to give our breakdown and our 2 cents, so... no worries. Hey there, Internet. You're listening to AFTERBUZZ TV for Archer, Season 7, Episode 7, titled Double Indecency. Ooh, we're going to give our 2 cents. We're going to give our predictions. We're going to break down the references, so stick around.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Anytime you can get indecency in there as a title, I feel like it's going to be a good episode. And it was. Hey there, Internet. I'm Greg Goodness. You can find me on the Twitters at Greg Goodness. But I'm not alone in this. You guys, go around the table, introduce yourselves.
Oh, God.
I'm Zach Wilson. You can find me on Twitter at that Zach Wilson.
Oh, God. And you can find me where all Spanish fly is sold at Torres 890.
I feel like I need a Velcro ripping sound effect so I can mimic Pam's homemade Brazilian wax. I'm Joelle Monique. You can find me everywhere at Joelle Monique. Thank you, Zach.
And are we broadcasting out of a chair factory? You know what? You guys all had better. You guys were way better. I'll just leave it. You guys capped that bit. You had a nice 3 thing going on. It's fine.
I just want to add something in. I
Yes.
kind of forgot this. I'm just going to add this in while you guys continue laughing. Okay, here we go.
Thank you.
There it is. The Archer theme that we love so dearly. Guys, weird episode.
Yeah,
It's like structurally, hey, I didn't say that I didn't love
You
it.
did. I'm sorry. I jumped the gun.
But structurally, something that we haven't really seen before. We saw 2 storylines that were essentially the same thing running parallel to one another. I thought it was cool. I thought it was weird. It's something that we've seen before on other TV shows. I feel like
classic tropes.
yeah.
Tropes.
I mean, Rick and Morty springs to mind. They did an episode where they were literally playing out the same story but with a slight variation, like
And with a
split
split
screen.
screen at the same time. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, you guys mentioned Rick and Morty. I was like, what episode?
Oh, yeah. I love that episode. That was great.
I guess that is similar in a way.
They also had a phrase. Oh, go ahead.
No, but I thought this was a lot of fun, like where you're like, I can see how we're splitting up our teams and like following like them falling into the exact same patterns. It made for great, just like they would have characters like finishing sentences from the other group because they're doing the same thing. It was great. It was a good flow.
As soon as we divided off into men and women, I was like, yes! All right, this is going to be a weird ride, but I'm on board. I thought it was great that they had just the subtle differences between the two, where Archer's like, oh, I totally wish I could do this, and Lana's saying, no, I don't want to do that at all. But they're clearly both the choice for
I like that
seducing
the
them.
guys are into it more for the outfits and the makeovers, and the women are kind of more in competition with one another. I thought that was really cute.
Yeah, it's
Krieger in a jumpsuit was everything.
Oh, God.
That
afro, though.
What's with evil Nazi Bob Ross Knievel?
Oh,
I want people to cosplay that all the time.
Please do
I
it.
love
Send
it.
us your photos. I will love you forever.
Oh my god.
I think it'd be great.
There's so many pieces to that. Like, not only like the, what would it be, like pleather, like white jumpsuit with
Oh
like
my
a
God.
major V line.
Yes.
Like, it was
That
really
low-cut
low.
zipper.
It was like all the way down here. I was like, that's too much Krieger for one day.
Plus, you have to get like if you have a beard, you don't need a fake one, but you definitely are gonna have to go get the giant fro
And those mutton chops. Which
Those were the glorious
and
things.
and those 70s glasses.
all of it.
Yeah,
I
make
need
sure you
every
gotta
single
jewel that
thing.
V line too, all the way down.
I thought all of them had great costumes. I thought that was half the fun of it, the episode, was watching
Yeah.
this transformation
Oh my
take
god, I look
place.
like a slut. Did she say horror?
prostitute.
No, she said horror. She definitely said horror, and it was
yeah.
beautiful.
Amazing.
But like so proud.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
I look like a whore.
I was like, you get it, girl.
When I was just like, the point is like she has a nice haircut, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just to clarify, I'm a dude. I don't know.
No,
I
you don't remember what she had. She had a little bit more
For
makeup
all
on
I
than
know,
usual.
by modern standards, that could be whorish.
No, I don't think that. She just, it's one of those tropes on playing like I'm a painted whore because she had a lot of makeup on and her hair was done up. But yeah, I thought she looked great.
Not a lot of makeup compared to the clown episode. But
Yeah, let's not go back to that.
Definitely tamed down from there.
Go back to that. Let's not do.
I was not expecting the episode to end as quickly as it did, though.
Yeah,
I
it did go pretty quickly.
What? Are they under arrest? Like,
But it
what
was
is going
also
on?
it was also like a great ending though, because it surprised me. It
Yeah.
was weird.
It's kind of a cliffhanger, which is a little bit rare unless we're having two-parters in this series
Again.
to get to
Is
get
it
a
a cliff-
cliffhanger though.
is
It
it-
felt like it to me because like were they arrested? Like, and I'm sure they'll pick up that story in the next
I
episode.
don't think so. I think it was closed.
They're out on
me.
bail, but I mean,
Yeah, and
Yeah, but
are we
like-
gonna see the husband and wife again later?
Out
too?
on bail for me. That's like
Okay.
for me. The story was done. Like the word, like more than likely they'll get like charged with like minor battery or something.
Right.
minor battery, is that a legal term?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's late.
I'm not a lawyer. I hosted one lawyer-based after show. That's all my legal training.
That's all you need.
But I think for the show, like it'll be nothing that like would get them an actual trial or jail time. It's just like they paid their bail. Maybe they're on probation, but we're not gonna have to worry about it.
Yeah.
It did seem sort of more like, I'm gonna fight you on this a little bit. A little more like sort of a one-off episode that doesn't necessarily connect back with the overall theme. Like we had a little bit of that with the Barry episode, which theoretically he could be coming back.
And I believe it, especially after seeing the clip for next week. Like we're gonna get a whole bunch of people coming back.
I mean, to give you credit, we've sort of set up a pattern of everything connecting back on each other. Like very, not to say one network over another, but it's very much like a Netflix-esque sort of storyline that we have going on here, where one thing does tie into another. So, you know what? I'll concede.
I'm just saying we
as
get a
quickly
lot
as I
of-
fought you, I will concede.
We get a lot of continuing storylines, so I agree. Maybe we won't get more police story. What is happening over here?
Jason Templer in the chat says, "Stop battering minors."
Oh God, I can't. I can't. This episode has got me. It's broken me. I love our chat, guys. You're the best. You guys are amazing. But no, I agree. We may not get more police action on this, but being this immersed in Hollywood, experiencing things with other directors, producers, actors, and the whole bit of the non-disclosure agreement makes me feel like there might be some more coming back.
You did
'Cause
say I'm
he
going to
went
sue you guys.
so hard on that, on this, which if you've ever had to sign an NDA,
I believe the quote was, "I will skull rape you so hard, legally speaking."
Yeah.
It's so great.
So it's valid. What we did see more of in this episode was our sort of, I don't want to say our B team, but let's say our
Yeah,
B
B
team.
team.
Yeah,
Our B
that
team.
makes sense.
Krieger and Cyril, Pam and Carol being thrust into the forefront
Yeah,
of
is the
this
correct term.
episode.
The more Krieger we can get,
The
the happier I will
The
be.
better.
It was so great.
It was great, but you know what was interesting is that it wasn't that Cyril was like central to the storyline. Like if we go back to season 6, like we had him finding out about his clones and like interacting, getting real deep into his thoughts and his psyche. This was just an excuse to let Krieger go wild.
Also,
Krieger.
speaking of, where's wifey?
Where is wifey?
How would she feel about this?
Oh, the hologram wifey?
Yeah.
Was it?
She's very
was
sharp.
I don't remember her name.
Yuki?
I don't know. I don't
Something like
I don't want to
that.
start. Never mind. I'm not gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole. But
Look, it was an anime character. It has a Japanese name. It has nothing.
anyway, I was surprised. I think someone mentioned it in the chat like a while ago. Oh yeah, there it is. Renji said, "I wish Krieger's wife was in the episode being jealous." And I'm like, yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah.
Because I thought about that as I was laughing
her in
up.
a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I will, however, stop myself from doing the voice.
Thank you.
Yes,
I would appreciate that.
that.
Yeah.
Don't need
No
that.
one can do that.
Let's not do that.
No one here is allowed to do that.
No.
But
We're all like, no.
we all thought for a second, it's like, I probably could do the voice. But we
I'm
don't
like,
want to do
I
it.
have a little bit of Japanese
Yeah, I
in me,
feel
but
like
I'm not gonna go
Alexis
into that.
is like, you're close.
Yeah, no, that's
like-
where it would be. I'd be like,
Cyril getting thrust into the front at this
love
point as well. And
this
it's
term.
I'm gonna keep using it. It's apt. It is apt.
It is, and it makes me happy.
Krieger thrusting.
Well, Krieger thrusting.
It makes everybody
Makes everybody happy.
But Cyril too, because we had this whole discussion earlier in the season of you can be anybody. Why would you continue to be yourself?
I also like that we also talked about how we don't really know the decade. Because the fact that we're all over the place, we were clearly 70s. I was like, what's happening?
I mean, even if it was 2016, though, 70s clothes. Well, Cyril's version of 70s clothes is like much closer
Well, and
to
is
in.
it even Cyril's or is it Ray's? Because it was kind of clear.
Yeah.
Like the whole sex symbol chain and
was
then the
like,
big
why?
mop top. I was like, Ray, are you dressing up Cyril for something?
The mop top took it back to the 70s.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
before, when he had the glasses on, I was like, that is something I would see out in Hollywood.
Like his lapels were like almost wingtipped. It was just a lot. It was heavy.
There's a lot
Not
happening.
Krieger's, though. Krieger you would only see in West Hollywood.
True.
Fair.
No.
Classic Hollywood reference. And
Because that's where a lot of gay bars are.
yes.
Thank you, Zach. I did not know that. Thank you.
Our
The
viewers
more
might
you
not.
know.
It's valid. Our viewers might not know that.
Oh Jesus!
What are we talking about?
We're just talking about Cheryl Carroll and our B squad. Them just doing their stuff. Again, like Cheryl not necessarily having to do anything other than just react and be crazy and
Although
fantastic.
It's all her fault,
She did
though.
a lot in this episode, and I'm mad that I didn't pick it up when Archer's in the elevator and like this is all Cheryl gave you. Like that should have been the tip off of like Cheryl is constructing, and we've been saying all season how Cheryl's working on this higher level,
This
and it's very
clearly
clearly
showed that.
on this episode. It's just like Cheryl's just doing her own thing. Like
She's the puppet master.
she's
yeah.
the Loki of this universe.
Well, that's
I don't even want to put that into the universe. That is not a universe I want to live in. That is so scary.
That's
more
so-
scary than Loki, but it's so true.
That's so perfect.
Oh god, I can't.
That's
If
so
someone can
spot
draw
on.
Cheryl and Loki, oh
my god, wait guys, please ship them. Please give me drawings and all of the things.
Oh, I would love that.
Yes.
I'm not shipping it. I really want. No, I want her to be
Loki. Like I want her in the outfit, and
Like
she'd be
staff
like,
and all.
"Shut up, not
All of the
you're not my
things.
supervisor, Cook."
You're my supervisor, Thor.
Oh my god, it'd be great.
it would be great.
Oh.
You know what else is great, guys?
What?
Us. And you should rate. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I went there. And guys, if you think that we're great, or even if you think that we're not great, and you have a bone to pick, you should go onto iTunes, you should rate, and you should comment, because through some crazy algorithm that I will never fully understand, it keeps the lights on in this place. But more importantly, we just like hearing about ourselves and reading about ourselves.
Totally.
Because we're very vain like
And
that.
about you. Tell us what you guys like.
Yeah, I mean, we got like tons of great comments. You guys are picking up on stuff that we could never even begin to fathom. Zach, you said someone was in the live chat and picked up on something
it
in the
was
poster.
Comics and Otter Goods.
Love your username, by the way.
Said,
Perfect.
I wanted to point out Lana is wearing the emerald necklace from the previous two-parter in the
I have
promotional poster.
Which I have predictions about.
And we saw Cheryl Carroll come out with the clown makeup in the poster. So it's
Yeah.
like, all right, this could be building to something. We'll see what goes down there. We also have people who like to rate and comment on YouTube, give us thumbs up and whatnot. I gotta give shout outs to, a whole bunch of people called us out on this. Gustavo Olivares, I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, and Screaming Fox, and SSJ Bubbims, who all pointed out that Krieger didn't use knockout gas in the ventilation system. It was nerve gas.
Thank you. Someone was watching, one of my friends or family or somebody was watching our after show, and they're like, Alexis, you're such an idiot. And I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, it wasn't knockout gas, it was nerve gas. And then we rewatched the episode, and I'm like, wow, I would have totally forgotten that.
Yeah, we're really dropping the ball on the distinction.
Sorry that there was
Can't remember the gases from previous seasons. We're trying for you guys.
Yeah.
Hey,
We're trying.
Krieger has a lot of different types of weapons. He could have knockout gas and nerve gas for all we know.
We're not even sure we're
Just saying.
dealing with original Krieger right now.
Yeah, he could be a clone. That's what I'm
So
assuming.
many options.
Lord.
So yeah, guys, point being, rate, comment, show us some love, or give us some criticism. It's all fine.
And
it's all great.
if you
Ooh.
comment on iTunes, you get a shout out
Woo, shout out.
directly on the show. XLER9, Exeler, maybe.
I don't know.
Has a prediction for us. Love this show. I look forward to you guys every week. Here is my prediction.
Sweet.
I believe Archer is really dead in the pool, and we'll get an episode of everyone grieving. Then at the end of the episode, Krieger will reveal that he turned Archer into a cyborg. But everyone thinks Archer is going to freak out if he finds out, so Krieger doesn't give Archer any cyborg powers, or he gives Archer really lame powers. But after Archer does find out, he's super excited until he's told what he can and can't do. Then he's just disappointed.
Oh my god,
Damn.
Thank you so much for that prediction.
So good.
Because
I'd
even
rather
if that
change
doesn't
it.
happen, that's going to be my headcanon.
No,
That's amazing.
I would just subtract him being a cyborg and being a clone, and it would be really funny watching him deal with the fact that he's a clone. It just make me really happy. But yeah, no, I love the fact that he would be a lame cyborg. That's fantastic.
potentially terrified of himself.
Yes.
He does have a
I would just
long
want Ray to
history.
laugh at him because he's not as cool as him.
Right?
It's
I
like,
challenge you to a race, Archer.
and then he'd just like speed off and damn it, Ray, and it would just be beautiful.
Guys, we had so many references in this episode.
I don't even know how
God,
you guys
yeah.
kept track.
It was mind-boggling. Let's start off with the title, and you have a much better understanding of this than I do.
I have watched the film once, so I have a little bit of understanding. But if you guys,
The film being Double Indemnity.
yes.
1940s, right?
yes,
Okay.
Billy Wilder film, classic. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. Insurance salesman kind of falls in lust with this woman who wants him to help her kill her husband, and from there things get wacky and kind of crazy, and you see that both husband and wife have schemes and plans, and it definitely lends itself to this episode, Double Indecency.
So
There's a lot of
appropriate,
similarities. Yes.
basically. Man, you're there's like a source of wealth of knowledge.
Wikipedia
in
and
terms of-
Google are my friends,
No,
and I
but,
try
like-
to watch I try to watch the movies as much as I can.
Okay. We got croup, which is, I had to look it up, a respiratory infection that occurs in children.
I don't think that's much of a reference. It's just a disease that
I
children
had to
get.
look it up, though. I didn't know what it was.
I appreciate these things. 'Cause I
And
skip
there
right
is
over them.
the thing about bourbon that is like an old like 20s and like 1800s
that's what I was
like
gonna
cure
say.
for croup.
Yeah, actually, people in the Philippines still use that for kids.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, especially if you're teething, you dip your finger and you do that whole nonsense.
Yeah, I saw a Family Guy reference that once. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a thing.
That's all right.
You had Wheeler and Wolseley reference in the
Yeah.
car, which is an obscure like vaudeville comedy duo from the 20s and 30s.
Classics.
I loved all the parodies of all like the Sharknado movies
Yeah.
that we had. I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I love that this is basically the guy that runs the asylum.
I thought they were going to go in like a Michael Bay direction or something. But then, yeah, props up to
See,
all
I was
the...
waiting for Spielberg. Like I thought we were gonna have Jaws references.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
But Sharknado also works. especially for kind of the outcome we had at the end there.
Yeah.
I liked the Ron Weasley reference, just of Ron, Ron Measley.
Again, further confusing the decade that we're in.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand.
You're not supposed to.
I know, and I just stopped.
It's modern day plus KGB. That's really all I think.
Sure.
We
Yeah.
need to be
That's
at.
fair.
What else do we have?
Voight Kampf,
Yeah.
which is the machine from Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep or Blade Runner.
Runner,
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, that's where I was gonna reference it.
Tested for replicants, which is appropriate for Krieger.
Yeah, and Krieger's got all this stuff that he's building in the background. So like, is he like preemptively like, I'm gonna need to test for?
I think it's a clone thing. I really
think
do.
it is.
He
Yeah.
had a robotic eye on the chalkboard.
He did.
So between that, the weird mask and hands thing going on, and the robotic eyes, we're building to something, guys.
Krieger definitely has a backstory that is so in the back, and this is so typical of the writers to do this with Krieger. I mean, they give like a whole internet Easter egg hunt last season, so I'm really excited to see what the
they
end
do.
result of this is for Krieger.
Well, the Figus agency also has its own very like weird, complex
Yeah,
website
yeah.
as well. So if you guys are real into that, there are a whole bunch of Reddit subforums
Thank
about
you,
that.
Reddit, for
So-
doing this research, because I would never, ever on my own be able to do this. The
Yeah.
stuff you guys whip out is crazy.
When Archer says he's banned from Willemstad, Willemstad is the capital of Curacao, the country of Curacao.
I didn't know that.
Which is where they first created Curacao, which is basically just colored, like it's like blue triple sec. So you use it to make like electric margaritas.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I know that we have some at home, and we were making Star Wars themed drinks, and to make it blue, you have to use blue curacao. So.
Dope.
Or if you wanted to make like the 10th Doctor screwdriver,
Yeah, you have to
let's
use it.
say.
Yeah.
I like your nerd theme. Can you guys create a nerd themed like drink book, like a mixology nerd
No,
book?
there's a few. If you look, I mean, the internet is a great thing. If you look up, I know Disneyland, California Adventure has like, I think they had a Star Wars day where they made Star Wars drinks for certain things. So I looked it up, and they have the flyer, and it tells you what's in it.
Oh, that's cool.
I know that Brianna, who works here at AfterBuzz, did a Doctor Who party, so she looked up Doctor Who themed stuff, or she just made them on the fly. So the internet is a great thing. I know there's Archer themed drinks too somewhere on the internet too.
Well, they have the How to Archer book.
Just
Yeah.
scotch.
Well, I mean, besides just scotch, I was talking about like making like a Pam something or a Carol drink daiquiri thing. Yeah,
Share your recipes.
yeah.
Speaking of Pam, weird thing that isn't really so much as a reference as just an LA thing. When she walked in with 2 bags of oranges.
Oh my god, I love that.
That's people sell oranges on the side of the road out here. That's the thing.
Or they
so
just have
perfect.
pickup truck. Like I see this all the time in my neighborhood. Like it's just like a
Pickup
pickup
with
truck
fruit.
full of oranges, not like boxes of oranges or bags of oranges.
Nope, just
Just
oranges.
oranges.
Loose oranges in the back of a filling.
At my bank, there's always a guy with
pickup
like
truck.
watermelons, and I'm
Yes.
like, "Hello, sir. What's up?"
No, I love it because my best friend who's from Delaware, who's never been to LA, she came out here to hang out, and she was just like, she came in like what Pam did with 2 bags of oranges, and I was like, where'd you get these? And she's like, some really nice guy on the corner. I was getting gas and selling oranges, and I was like, oh sweetheart, it's okay.
I love the LA references in here. Archer's rant at the end on the police officer about writing a bad Yelp review and earning a tip is also very LA.
Very LA.
And so funny. Like if you get a chance, like surf like the Yelp LA pages. I used to work at Grubhub, and
Oh, Lord.
it's hilarious. Like the writing critiques, and people are very very excited about their writing and their chance to tell the world what they thought.
Last couple references that I caught in there. Lois and Clark off Lewis and Clark, the TV show.
I loved that.
Superman.
I love that
Lois
TV
Lane
show
TV show.
so much.
Lurch, Adam's Family. And Pam just calling out Enter Sandman. Metallica. I almost wanted her to just be like Metallica.
Would have worked equally well. Although, again, further confusing the decade that we're from.
Again, don't
That's
understand.
fine.
Yeah, we also have a Doonesbury reference, which if you've never read the comic strip, welcome to Doonesbury. Do yourself a favor, check it out. There's a lot of free stuff online.
It's great.
It's
Specifically, the reference there is Gary Trudeau versus Gary Thoreau. So, Trudeau, Doonesbury, Thoreau, the author of... Yeah.
Leaves
Anyways,
of Grass.
Exactly.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
She Tells Two Friends and She Tells Two Friends, apparently from a Heather Locklear shampoo commercial in the 1980s. Fabergé shampoo, which I'm not
It
sure if
sounded
that's
familiar
still
to me,
around.
which is weird because I was born way after that.
No
so,
idea why I would know
It's a
that,
shampoo
but
made of eggs. What?
so I don't know. Possibly.
Calling,
Russian eggs.
Oh, God.
calling Pam Baby Huey, I think, is a particularly mean
Oh,
insult.
so messed up.
Giant duck, yellow duck, cartoon character from the 1950s. So just, I don't know, basically a mean thing to say to somebody. Weird references, like tiny callbacks. You could just see the edge of the Clean or Die poster in Krieger's labs. We also had Unclump making a return. That's
Nice.
coming
Okay, I
back from the
thought so.
clown
I was
episode.
like, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. And then, Spirou. If you were wondering why he called the bellhop Spirou, that's a Belgian comic book character who was a bellhop. Yeah.
Deep cuts.
A mischievous bellhop.
Jeez.
Archer makes their
Yeah.
they're living on deep
Yeah.
guts.
I really
How
respect
deep
it.
is it?
Aha. Two more. I promise I'll wrap it up really quick. Dame Shirley Bassey, 1950s singer, sang the Goldfinger theme song. And also a red beer poster in the background of the barber shop, which is apparently the beer of choice in the Archer universe. That's like, we saw it in the Area 51 episode that they did.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Should we hit that theremin?
Yeah, let's
ready
do it.
for it.
Oh man, let's hurry it up. It's late. Let's get that theremin music
Hit
going.
that 2-button.
Yeah.
Go.
I'm like lost.
That's all good.
That's okay. We know what time it is.
It's time for
Oh, all right.
Here's
We can
also
do that. I'm
Yeah.
fine with
Archer
that.
predictions.
Sure. That
All
sounds
right.
great.
Guys, let's go around the horn. Let's predict some stuff.
Go for it.
I mean, so much in that one frame because we saw Slater in the preview for next week. We saw not only Slater but what appeared to be the old offices.
Yes. So
So
excited.
what does that imply? The only thing, I mean, just right off the top of my head, I would think like Slater's now working in there, and that's like his office. Like he took over Mallory's office, and he calls
my
them into
God.
like
I
rub
would
it in their
love
face.
that.
Yes.
I would love that so much.
Maybe because he found the flyer.
Oh.
I kind of want a T-shirt with that flyer on it.
Yes, please.
I'm
We
sure
can
the
make it.
FX shop is whipping up something.
Yeah.
I don't have anything for next week. It's more for like Lana and the poster thing. I think that tying back to Archer being, if it's really Archer or not, shot in the pool, I'm thinking there's a mission where they have to either use a fake necklace to get the real clown guys to come back, maybe, or they put on the real necklace, thought they had the fake necklace, and then shenanigans will ensue from there, and Archer gets hurt.
Okay.
Nice. I think we're gonna get some Krieger clones before the end of the season. We're not exactly sure if we're gonna get them next episode, but I think Krieger's cooking up something special for us, and I'm really excited to see what it is.
Oh my god, I was calling for the clones all last season. Like as soon as they introduced, I was like, I want more clones.
I'm
Maybe
ready.
we'll get them.
Clone bones.
Oh god. I don't want to relive that.
Continuing with the Master of Puppets thing for Cheryl Carroll, I'm beginning to think that maybe she has something to do with Longwater.
Ooh, that sounds awesome.
She has been very chilling in the background, just kind of waiting for things to explode, much like she did this episode.
Yeah, and she doesn't
And she-
freak out as much as she used to. Like, she yells, but she doesn't actually have, like, crazy meltdowns that she has in the past.
We also haven't had mentions of her vast wealth, which definitely in Hollywood, I
mean,
feel like would
apparently-
play a role.
Apparently she's paying with, what is it, Vol's blood?
Yes.
So,
Interesting. Interesting.
stupid Spanish fly, stupid Spanish fly.
I'm really upset about this Spanish
Look,
fly.
guys, I used to work at an adult shop, and we used to sell Spanish fly.
Oh my god. What?
Spanish fly is supposed to be this juice that you're supposed to take to make you horny. That's what it is. And it's so stupid because they're like, it works. It really doesn't. But people buy it, and we sold out all the time. And it just drove me insane. Sorry.
They just give people dumb looks all the time, just like, sir.
Nope, I sold it to them, and I'm just like, good luck with life. Goodbye. That was it. That was it. Sorry, I didn't mean to
No.
derail. I just,
I'm glad that we know now that we have a
Yes.
verified expert who says Spanish fly
Don't
does
use it,
not
guys.
work.
Waste of
don't
money.
use it. It doesn't.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've been Greg Goodness. You can find me on the Twitters at Greg Goodness. But of course, I didn't do this alone. Guys, give yourselves shout-outs.
Yeah.
For the love of God. Do it.
I'm Joelle Monique, and you can find me everywhere.
I'm Alexis Torres. You can find me where all shenanigans will ensue at atorres890.
I'm Zach Wilson. You can find me specifically at that Zach Wilson on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
All right, guys. We had a lot of fun here
Too much
tonight,
fun.
obviously. Stick around for the next one. Come back next week. We're going to have more fun. Adios, Internet.
Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.